All right, so in the previous lesson, we exploited the local file inclusion. And we got a shell from the target. And if there are no extra checks, including a remote file into the current page is also very possible. So in this example, we're going to use the same page. Here's the language parameter in URL. And it's very easy to validate if the application is akin to RFI. So delete this here and write a website's address. I'm just going to use imdb.com. And in just a moment, it'll appear. And yes, indeed, this is the RFI. So now let's think of how we can take advantage of this. What do you think? All right, so let me lead you down the garden path. Open your terminal. List the files in the web root directory of Kali. Now see, I have two files here. So let's restart the Apache service. And sure enough, Apache is running now. So what do you suppose the plan is? I will serve a page on my local server on Kali, and then I will include that page into BWAP. So I started the Apache web server. So then let's go to the browser again and change the language parameter to http://192.168.204.128/index.html and go. Okay, so the index page is displayed by the application. So now instead of this page, we can provide a PHP shell. So go to terminal. Now, Kali has some web shells to use in these wonderful situations, and you can view them just like this. Now, I'm going to use the PHP version of shells. So copy both the PHP backdoor and the reverse shell and paste it into the web root directory. So go to the web root directory. And the PHP files are here. So I'm going to use PHP backdoor first. So let's view the code to see what it is. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to read the code, but yeah, there's nothing to change here, so exit and go to the browser. And type http://192.168.204.128/php-backdoor.php and go. Yeah, so BWAP loads the remote page on Kali. So this is a sample shell. It also has a few bugs. But the upload feature is great. So let's browse to upload a file. I choose this one. And type here the directory to upload the file. Upload admin directory. And I think we've already uploaded, so go to bbox. List the admin directory. And there is the uploaded file, as you can see here. So this can be any executable as well. Okay, you don't believe me? Go back to Kali. Now use the PHP reverse shell. And let's view the code. So I think this code is a little bit more readable than the previous one. But we do have something to change here, right? It's at the beginning of the file. So change the IP variable to IP address of Kali and to the port, to any port that you want to listen. For example, let's choose 443. And there is one last thing to do. Change the extension to a text file. because sometimes the content of the reverse shell can be truncated. So to be sure, we can change. But sometimes, I try it without a change and it works as well. Okay, sorry, that might be a spoiler. So remember to restart Apache. And before leaving terminal, I am going to start Netcat Listener on port 443. So I just go back to the web browser and call this shell. I think the shell is included. So go to terminal. And here's a pretty bash shell. And you can type bash commands. All right. So that's a lot of fun, and you can have a lot more fun with it. But for now, we are done with file inclusion vulnerabilities.